So Leo, have you read the chapter One Piece? Have you read the One Piece chapter?
Yes, sir. The One Piece is real and all that.
Okay, the One Piece is real. Okay, okay. So, so yeah, let's jump right into it. Then I already read it too. So we got the jump cover. It's very honestly, it's kind of disappointing that Togashi hasn't got jump cover since he's back. All he got was he got the color page when he came back, but he didn't got a jump cover. So I'm surprised
Yeah,
actually. Yeah. But anyway, well, yeah, we got the One Piece with Red, since it's releasing all over the world. So yeah, from all in the movie, I guess. Also something about the sales. I think they're like number one or whatever. So yeah, it's really nice, really nice. And I'm going to skip this, the color spread. I already saw it, but I'm going to skip it just in case for people who hasn't watched the movie. I don't know if this is spoilers because although it says right here, please take a good long look at this week color spread. I try really hard to capture the film's emotional climax. So I'm
no
like,
can do, Oda. No can do.
no can do, no can do. So I'm going to, I'm not going to show it on screen. Already saw it. Looks really cool, but yeah, I don't know. Like, it's crazy. If it, it's like a crazy spoiler if that happens in the movie. But yeah. So let's start into the chapter. It says also it's called the Six Faces of Vegapunk. So yeah, we already read it, so we know what that means. It says here, the reason they stay on the ship, Lab Stratum Aiken, the island of the future. So interesting that Zoro says the reason why he stayed behind is just in case of they need to help the other star has to escape. To bail them out if something happens. They're in the world government island, so it makes sense. And smart. That's really smart. That's really smart. Star Wars part. And Brooke, he said he thought about the same thing, and he asked if Zoro wants some tea, and then it's funny here. There's a funny moment with Caribou. Um, Caribou is like, "Excuse me, sirs." And Zoro's like, "You still here?" You know. And actually, a couple people actually forgot about this. I brought this up in our previous videos that Caribou and Luffy they made a deal that Caribou will leave with the Straw Hats, and Luffy will leave, drop him off on the island that they go to. So some people forgot about this. That happened in Udon. Um, Udon was like years ago, so it makes sense that people forgot about this. But it's funny. Zoro says, "I heard you help our captain. Appreciate it. See you around." That's so funny. he's like, see ya. he's like, I. He's like, I don't care. He's like, I don't care where we are. That's the deal. And, and I love Caribou's reaction. He's like, these jerks. I remember this. And then
It reminded me of one of those Walking Dead games from Telltale. Like when you do a decision, it says,
uh
so and so will remember this."
huh.
This is Carver right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll remember this. Um, so we don't know if he left. I'm assuming I don't know because we cut away. But if he did left, I don't know what's going to happen. But I will not be surprised if he pretended that he left, but he's still on the ship, just hiding. Zoro will know because of observation, but still, it's just so funny, so funny. Then we go back to the lab. And then the stairs are moving. New steps are sprouting out of the ground. And then what kind of setup is this? How is it powered? So when they asked, I think Frankie, he asked how this is powered. Little she explains that it's through fire, you know. But I remember, not sure you remember this, but in what was it called? Reverie. There's a similar moment in Reverie that the floor is moving, and then they ask how is it powered, and they don't explain, right? But they show you how it's powered. It's powered by slaves, so a bunch of slaves are moving the floor, and then I knew Lilith was going to say slaves, right? But it just I don't know. It just reminded me of that moment. I guess showing the differences. Between the Celestial Dragons and Vegapunk. That how ahead they are. They use fire, and then all the getting political here. Ooh, all the getting spicy a little bit. Like after all, yeah, not this part. This part doesn't that burn through a lot of natural resources? Um, it is funny. That's the first thing I thought. Like, oh, they're getting political. Some people say, oh, One Piece is not political, or whatever. It is what it is. Um, well, who says this? Oh, Lilith. I'm always looking into alternative fuels. If only there was such a thing as an eternal flame. That's interesting. We know the Lunarians, they have eternal flames. If they could harness like the flare through, like the powers, they could do it also. But she says, then I'll be able to make my very own sun, and that reminds me of Doctor Octopus from Spider-Man 2. Yeah, what he says.
Oh, the power of the sun in the palm of my hand, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. The power of the sun, in the palm of my hand. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, oh, that would be nice. But yeah, like I said, like the flare through, like they already, like later on we see in the chapter, they got the swim through, and we know they have the Pika Pika no Mi, Kizaru's through. So yeah, if they done that with all those other fruits, I think they could do the same with the flare through. I don't know, it's just something interesting to think about. And then Lilith, she gets a call. We know that this is from Edison. Interesting, that you could go through the door, but it becomes a solid after you go through it. That's interesting. Not sure why I don't know. I'm like, if you could do that, why have the door? But maybe there's something that you need to activate for, I guess, to prevent, like for example, to prevent intruders, maybe for entering.
Yeah, it could be just a one-way door, like like Vegapunk's way of designing a one-way door, like make
Uh,
traps or whatever.
and yeah, this was a trap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But or maybe they could activate it to make a one-way door, because it's the main entrance. So maybe it's not always like this. So maybe it's something that you need to activate. But this is one of my favorite moments in the whole chapter. Just Sanjay going through. He's like, slide. He just slides through, and then he's like, so yeah, we see them sliding through. They comment that no way it turned back into solid metal again. And then they're like, oh, so this is a laugh. And they're asking where the Lilith go. I think that's Edison talking. Edison says here he speaks in a heavy Kansai accent. I guess in English that translates like y'all. Like he says y'all a lot. Hum.
I'm imagining someone from Texas.
Yeah. He says howdy a lot. Like someone said that he is basically foghorn leghorn. I think that's the the chicken. Fuck, that's the chicken, right, from the Looney Tunes.
I see.
Yeah. I say. or Dom Dimmadome from for all
True,
parents.
yeah,
Yeah. Dom Dimmadome. Is it Dom Dimmadome or the Dimsdale Dimmadome, something like that?
Oh, Doc Dimmadome, to the owner of the Dimmadome?
Yeah, something like that. Something. This was a long time, but like,
Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
yeah,
So,
owner of
something like that.
yeah, something like that. What's so funny? Every time he showed up, I think his hat got bigger, like longer and longer,
Oh, yeah.
longer. Yeah, it's so funny. So yeah, that's the voice I'm picturing this guy. So yeah, he says y'all can't keep going dead ahead. I don't know how to pronounce this, but he's like I'm Vegapunk Edison. I don't know how you pronounce that. But it's just weird. Howley, now you just keep walking, like I said. And then there's also funny. There's a bunch of funny moments in the chapter. So this is another funny moment. Nami, she's discussing, like, she's hoping to find future treasure. And Usopp, he's like, what the hell is future treasure? Like, what is that like? And Nami, she explains what she thinks it is, like exquisite antique gems, like a flower made out of that. And then Usopp, that's a weird fantasy. I can tell if your taste is closer to a little girl or the old hag. And then Nami just future kick. She like, and that's so funny. And then Frankie, Robin, and Sanji, they see Jinbei, and they're like, Jinbei. Also, this is also kind of a funny moment too. They're like, I don't think that's him. Doesn't he look a little too young? Usopp. Well, my first guess will be his he's his son. And then Nami, yeah, but on the second thought, maybe Jinbei will somehow turn into a kid. And then Sanji,
Which
he's
did
like,
happen.
which she's right, it did happen. And then Sanji's like, nah, I'm going with option three. Is a coincidence. I mean, the kid's got wings, although there's a ominous air about him. And then we
I
see
mean, it just means that he drank Red Bull.
yeah, yeah. And then we got a shot right here. Out with it. Who the heck are you? He may look like a kid, but he's just as big as the real Jinbei, which that's interesting. He doesn't look that big, but they say he is as big as the actual Jinbei. So that means when he grows up, he's gonna be huge. Like this is just him as a kid. And then Frankie says, "I got a bad feeling." There's a fourth possibility. He's a pacifista, which they're right. So the first thing I thought when they're here they're discussing all that, the first thing I thought was if it was Zoro, he will point out he is a Lunarian, and then people and then people will start making memes, like, oh, Zoro, of course he of course he will know this, that is a completely different race. Zoro will be like, he's darker than Jinbei, like different skin color and everything, got wings as well. So yeah, Minority Hunter Zoro. Oh man, one of the best memes that came out in Wano. so so yeah, he does the laser beam, and then they blow up. There's something that I want to mention, but I guess I will mention later. So he does the beam, then it blows up. This was all one giant trap. It's a trap. Star Wars meme. Not sure if you know that meme. And then Nami, she's like preparing to fight. They're saying, he's like, I don't want to fight, kid. Jinbei does beep beep, and then he dives. Now, when you first read this, what was your initial thoughts when you first read this?
I thought was the clone just malfunction or something, or just there's batteries.
I can see why you thought that. Yeah, it kind of does look like that. But I'm like, no way. I'm like, yo, that's Senior's pink fruit. And Frankie, he comments, he's like, I know that ability. He actually kind of looks angry. Now that I'm looking, he looks angry that he's using Senior Pink's ability. And then of course, Jinbei grabs Nami, and of course Sanji gets angry, big mad, and then he attacks. He's like, you assign your own death warranty or warrant, and then so he attacks. He doesn't care if you're Jinbei or not. And I don't know. The first thing I thought, I'm not sure if you remember this. In Fishman Island, Sanji told Jinbei to kill himself. Not sure if you remember that. You remember that?
For real?
Yeah, because Jinbei, he finished telling his backstory, or right, or was it? I don't remember. I don't remember what happened first. If Jinbei, the backstory or whatever. Yeah, I think Jinbei finished telling his backstory, and then Nami, of course, Arlong and all that, and then it's because of Jinbei that Arlong was in the East Blue, causing havoc, and and then so Sanji, he's like, kill yourself now if you're sorry about what you did. And then I don't know why. So the first this moment it reminded me of that. I'm like, I'm like, yeah, Sanji was that one moment he was very hostile towards Jinbei. Yeah, I don't know. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I know there's no correlations to that. It's just I don't know why that's like the first thing I thought. That one Sanji moment. A lot of people don't like that Sanji moment. People say he was out of pocket for that. Which like that's a crazy thing to say. Jinbei gave his whole backstory. Is the first thing that Sanji says, go kill yourself. He's like Lola Mao. He's like Lola Mao. Don't care. L plus ratio. Go kill yourself. That's like,
You dropped off.
You
fell off.
You fell off. Oh man, that's the first. Anyway, I don't know why that's the first thing I thought. Like the first thing that came to my mind. Anyway, I love to see this. Robin, she's fighting. She does. He got this the floor. He got the floor. She's like, ditto what he said. That was unforgivable. And I'm not sure if this is a new attack. This looks like a new attack. Sea Serpent, Snapdragon, Spank. Um, Not sure if it's Fishman Karate or like a combination or something. It's really cool. Really cool. Love to see it. Love to see Robin fighting. Um, and then this is a really cool moment too. Jinbei, the Seraphim, he uses the water that he's creating to do Fishman Karate. That's really cool. Like that's dangerous. Like imagine it's just it's crazy. Like he has
Man, I'm
infinite.
saying, man.
He
Man,
has
I'm saying the
infinite.
Surfers are top 30,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. Will not be surprised. I will not be surprised if someone plays a couple Seraphims in their top 30, or maybe the whole group. For that way they don't clutter up the top 30. But yeah, they're crazy. They're crazy. Also, they're still developing, as we find out later in the chapter. They're still in the developing.
Yeah.
Not sure if I brought this up in previous videos, but if I haven't, or if I did, I'm just gonna say again. Judge, he said that it takes 5 years for a clone to mature, to grow up as an adult. Maybe Vegapunk. I will not be surprised if Vegapunk managed to reduce that number, or it could be less than 5 years, or we're just not gonna see them mature because he's still gonna crack that time limit. Either way, they're crazy. They're insane. He has infinite water, plus the strength of a Lunarian and the durability and the Devil Fruit. And we don't know if he could use other Devil Fruits or maybe just this one. But yeah, it's just crazy. And then Usopp, Usopp. He's like, "Out there, Robin." He's like, "So you can't use Fishman Karate too." Now, I'm not sure if Usopp he's referring to the Seraphim or to Robin. Either way, he's referring to someone because they don't know, the crew. They don't know that she could use Fishman Karate, so he could either be referring to either or. So I think he's referring to the Seraphim.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Then he does lethal Green Star, Skull Exploding Grass. His like go-to attack. And he's saying that it feels weird that they're fighting against Jinbei, even though they know it's not Jinbei. He grabs Usopp. Sanji, he goes to help, but then this is kind of funny. It's weird, because he's like, Usopp, don't move. I'm going to use a radical beam. I'm like, Usopp is right there though. You're still going to hit him, but whatever. He does the beam, and they blow up. And then Edison, well, in this page we find out this guy's Edison. Edison says he just used a beam. Who in tarnation is this guy? So funny. Who in tarnation? And then I reckon this is getting real risky. The Seraphim's still just a kid. We meant to put it through a laser test till later. And so yeah, Dr. Vegapunk Edison. Looking at first I was disappointed in his design. Looking at it now, it's kind of cool, but still, it's not my favorite. This bottom is in the bottom, but still, it's cool. It's cool. And then Lilith, she's also there. She's watching. You said it. Does he have the faintest idea how much one Seraphim costs? I'll rip his blasted skull off. And then Edison says, I wouldn't go that far. Don't you think that's a bit too evil? And then I guess this is a running joke that he says Eureka. Because throughout the chapter he's like, Eureka, I've just thought of a new invention, and I'll leave the rest to you, Pythagoras. I know it's Pythagoras. It's just we're Puerto Rican. I'm so used to saying Pythagoras, saying in Spanish. So Pythagoras, he's like, I have to jot down the blueprints right away. Okay, Edison, he's okay. Pythagoras, on the other hand, I don't like his design. I don't know. I was hoping for something cooler.
Well, I like the fact that that isn't his actual body. It's just the head is like it's a mech suit, basically.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. But overall, I don't know. I don't I don't like it. I think his is bottom for me. And then Pythagoras, he's like, of course, you don't come across battle data this rich every day. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Let's get some input. And I skipped this text bubble, but Edison basically saying that his hands are full, and he will even ask the cat for help, which the cat does follow him. And Pythagoras is wisdom. So Edison, he starts writing some stuff into some blueprints, and then this part okay, since we know what happens later, in the chapter, what was your initial thoughts when you read this whole portion of York?
Like that's when it dawned on me
Uh huh.
that the whole six bodies thing, it's all a hive mind. It's all the same person, and they're sharing basically the their health basically. Like one's eating and pooping,
Yeah,
one has
yeah,
the
yeah,
ideas, one's
yeah, yeah,
work. Like it's basically his brain fragmented into
yeah.
different bodies, but like they're still connected because
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
one's basically giving all like eating so it could give the rest of them energy
Yeah, and
like
she
which
also
is
and she also poops and eats and sleeps for them. So
yeah
so
yeah
so yeah. So well yeah. At first I was like a bit lost, like okay, not like okay. I'm like this. So at first I was like, oh, it's so random that one of them is just eating, and then but then later, yeah, actually in the next page, or is it? Oh no, in the same page, yeah, in the same page, they're discussing the what Pythagoras. He's like, oh, I really need to poop, but I'm so busy, like, I'm busy collecting all this data and whatever, and then York. In some translation, I think her name is York, but I prefer York. So York, she goes and she poops, and then all three of them at the same time, they say that hit the spot. But it's funny, Atlas, she's not even in the same room, and she says, "Gotta punch something to help me digest." Like that, like that's so random. But and then we actually, we see how she actually looks like I guess her like how she usually looks
damn
like.
girl, I want the metabolism.
Oh yeah, same. And she's a cutie too. She I honestly I think I like her this time more than Lilith. Not sure about you.
Yeah,
Not not
nah,
sure. Meh, meh. I don't know.
nah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Not actually I haven't read anything well yeah I saw some like reactions. They're like although he's been horny throughout this whole arc. Like you know, but honestly yeah. Now that I'm looking at her more, I like the belts on like these random belts that she got here. Her boots they're the same, but it's just the accessory that she has that makes it look cooler.
Yeah.
I like her jacket more. And I'm not a huge fan of like this of on any character really, but
Oh, what?
it's I.
The goggles?
No, not the goggles. The where she has the sex. I don't know what these. Actually, let me go to
Oh.
the right here. I guess you can see it there. Like like that Hasune Miku type hair. You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that, but still, the goggles though, nice, look nice, and it's just really nice, really nice. Some people say
I
that she
don't
looks
like
like,
the.
mm,
Not gonna
or
like the jacket reminds you of Uta.
oh yeah, and same thing with Lilith, you know. The thing I was gonna say, some people say that she looks like Bonnie. I don't see it. Do you see it?
A bit. A bit.
A bit, yeah, but I don't know. I think
Plus,
she.
she
Uh
likes
huh.
to eat, so
Oh yeah, there's that too. There's that too.
that has to
Yeah.
be. It can't be coincidence.
Yeah, some people are saying it cannot be a coincidence. I think it could be a coincidence, but also knowing Oda, it cannot be a coincidence. Um, Also she has freckles. That's also a plus. You know, it looks that's also a plus. So yeah. I think I like her more than Lilith. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I guess personality wise, Lilith, I like her personality. She's funny. I think she's gonna be sleeping and eating and pooping throughout this whole arc. Like I'm not expecting much from her. So yeah.
Yeah.
Or she
What was PDM or something like that? The
her
cycles.
it says right here SDN. S D N cycle.
SDN, yeah.
Snack, dump, and nap. That's the and this is her fourth today, according to whoever. And actually, since we passed through it, what was her weight? Her weight was her current BMI is over 600. So
That's a lot.
yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. But I guess she's built. You know, obviously they made her. I'm assuming Vegapunk made these people, so she's built to be like that. I guess. So she's basically Luffy, Bonnie, you know, those type of people. Also, yeah. So, yeah, that's just normal in the One Piece world. That was another thing I was going to say. What was it? Before we continue, I know you haven't seen or read Black Clover, but there's a character in Black Clover that she's always sleeping, but she could still move, walk. Not sure if she could talk because I haven't gone that far, but she's sleeping, but she can move and fight and all that. So maybe York, she's like she could do the same, but so far all we see her is just sleep and eat. So maybe not, but interesting. That will be interesting. And then there's there's a funny moment. Funny to me because me and my brother were throughout the whole chapter were making Pythagoras joke like like he's looking for the how you say English? How you say hypotenusa in English? Yeah. He's like looking for the hypotenuse, you know. And I don't know why me and my brother were dying because we're just imagining him just looking for the hypotenuse. Like for example, this part right here. They like carry over all the materials Dr. Pythagoras needs. And me and my brother is like, we were like, he doesn't need all that. All he needs is A, B, and C. All he needs is A, B, and C. And once he gets that, he's set. So yeah. Oh no. And then but yeah, they're doing a bunch of experiments. And then there's a really cool moment. Like the typical anime moment where a dude shows up and he's like talking to them, but back like he's facing, he's like in front of them, so you only see his back. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's like a typical anime moment.
I think so.
Yeah. Like there's the cool guy. He's like standing in front of a group of characters and he's like talking with the hands in his pockets. So I love that Oda did that here. And so yeah, Shaka, he's like, that's enough. Seraphim return, and then no one's moving. Someone did mention there's a user. I think Harvision. Don't quote me on that, but someone mentioned that this was going to happen. That he will not be surprised if the boots, they keep, they become magnetic, and that's how they're going to like trap the Straw Hats. Which so shout out to him that he came. He thought about that. Well, oh yeah, then he's like he's like, Edison, Lilith, Pythagoras, you three have had your fill too, right? And they're angry that they had to stop the experiments. Pythagoras, I mean not Pythagoras. Edison, he still says Eureka, so I wonder what he thought about in the last moment. We don't get to see what he thought about, but
this is song.
My the drip.
Easily my favorite of the six.
Oh, easily. There's no competition.
Easily. This man here, he's up all night to get lucky.
Oh yeah, he's up all night to get lucky. His name is not Doctor. It's not Doctor Vegapunk Shaka. His name is Doctor Sauce Punk or Drip Punk. Like the drip.
Oh, my man's going around the world.
Of course.
My man's is going harder, better, faster,
stronger. Yeah. I love that it says caution in the sleeve because he's logic. So like you gotta be cautious.
Yeah.
You gotta be cautious.
Yeah, you gotta be cautious with him.
Yeah. With him, yeah. Man,
I really love his design. I really.
Yeah, and the
I
number
hope we get
one.
To see more of him.
Oh yeah. Vegapunk one. What do you think his colors are? It's black and white here, but what colors would we like to see on him?
Well, I'm expecting since it has caution, maybe like black and yellow, like, cause like yellow tape, like that sort of thing.
Yeah,
And it
I
would make sense
mm,
that color scheme, like that funk. Like
yeah, yeah,
I really
yeah,
hope Ola goes all in with the Daft Punk reference with Shaka.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Because
I would love it.
mm-hmm. My thoughts exactly. I was imagining like yellow or gold. But yellow, like the metal parts could be gold and the suit could be like black and yellow. That would be really nice. Um, cool. Wait. Let me go back a moment. So throughout the chapter, because this title is called the Six Faces of Vegapunk. So I'm like, oh, okay, so we're gonna see all of them, right? And then throughout the chapter, I was like, before we got into the Pythagora, I'm like, okay, so two of them, my predictions was two of them was gonna be a robot, two of them were gonna be female, and two of them were gonna be Daft Punk inspired. Sadly, we didn't got that. Uh, because I was hoping, like Shaka here will be the main Daft Punk guy, and Daft Punk is a duo, so I was hoping the other guy, who another Vegapunk, will be the other Daft Punk member. Uh,
Would
sa-
be nice.
that would been very nice, but sadly we didn't got that. I was wrong. We got three females and two robots and Shaka. But I think that would have been very cool. Like like one of them, like I think that would have been really, really nice to see. But still, Shaka, man, it's really cool, really cool. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, so he explains about the shoes, the Dom shoes. Or I already mentioned that earlier. And then the resistance is futile; they cannot escape. Um, this is another funny moment. Usopp is like, "Oh yeah, did I forgot to mention I'm Vegapunk too?" Because they were, he's like, "Oh, I'm Vegapunk," and we're all Vegapunk basically. That's funny. Um,
Like that one scene from SpongeBob with Squidward.
we'll sing.
Like they're at his house and they're
Mm-hmm.
all SpongeBob,
Uh huh.
Squidward.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know. Yeah, this is a funny scene too. Um, what was the meme, the Green Goblin meme. I'm a scientist myself. You know, that's Usopp. He's like, actually later, someone posted in the comments. Wait, let me just show them me really quick. Yeah, someone posted, I'm something of a Vegapunk myself. And that's basically Usopp in that moment.
uh,
Yeah. So, I love this moment too. He's like, "Do you think this island looks like the future?" And I got interested when he said that. I'm like, what do you mean, Vegapunk? Like, yeah, it does.
Lord drop, Lord drop.
Yeah, lore drop. So Frankie, of course, he's gushing. He's like, yeah, it does because of this and that. Like it's way beyond the future. And then Vegapunk doesn't even say anything. He dot dot dot. But then he goes, it's actually quite the contrary. This is an island of the past. I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you mean? Huh? And then we got to Luffy. They find this thing and they're like saying, it's not so funny. Luffy's still calling things hollow hollow. He's like, look at the shopper. It cannot be a hollow hollow because it's rusty. It has to be physical. And they're like, oh, what is this thing? Jinbei says, if it could, how is that level of tech possible for something so ancient looking? And Frankie's like, what do you mean by past? Well, what if I were to tell you that long ago there was once a highly advanced kingdom, not like Egghead when it comes to technology, a civilization from 900 years ago. Will you believe me? And they're like, oh, 900, yeah, 900 years ago, boy centric, getting the lore. We're in the end. We're in the end game now. We knew we're in the end game, but now it feels more real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because now it feels more real. They're like, I want to ride it. Let's go. And it says here, what was the world like back then? We, and then before we start with the discussion, the color page
Oh,
by
just
Gracia.
for Greece making Shaka how I envision him.
Let me go back. Yeah. See, yeah. With the
May I make the
purple.
numbers red
Mm,
to even make it to hammer it even more as a
mm.
Daft Punk reference.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Grish or Gracia, she goes by both. But yeah, but yeah. So yeah, really nice, really nice. And then that's the only one, sadly. Yeah, sometimes they do like three, but this time was one. And but yeah, really good, really good. But yeah, going back to the chapter. So overall thoughts.
Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
Yeah. Crazy good, crazy good. It's a setup
Yeah.
chap. It's a setup chapter, but still we do learn a lot. Yeah, we get to see the personalities. All the punks basically now. We know all the punks. We know a decent amount of their personality already. You know, and their designs and all that. Also, we got to see the one Seraphim in action against the Straw Hats. Um, okay, so I was thinking when I first read this, I'm like, if the fight continued, the Straw Hats would have won. But then I remembered, he's a Seraphim. I mean, nah, he's a part Lunarian. So I think, like King, you need Conqueror's Hockey to beat, to even hurt a Lunarian. So I don't think they will win, unless the Seraphim, they don't have like the advantage that maybe they still could get damaged. You know, it's gonna be hard to get them, to hurt them. But also something that someone pointed out, I didn't notice this when I first read it, but this tank right here, it says 98% Seraphim number 4, which is a cool. It's a this guy right here. This is Jinbei. Let's see. No. PX. I cannot see what number he is. No, I cannot see it there. Not there. Nah, I don't know. We can't tell. We cannot tell what number he is. Let me go back to see in the color spread in the spread. Nah, we don't know what number Jinbei is. But maybe Seraphim number 4 is a different guy. Maybe the Flamingo. That'll be cool. Crocodile.
Man.
Crocodile will be
The
nice.
flamingo.
Yeah,
the
the
fucking Lunarian will be insane.
yeah. Oh, that would be crazy. And if he and then plus like he has his Delph room because they mentioned in the chapter. Actually, yeah, I did skip that part. Yeah, I skipped the part where they mentioned that according to the research, it looks like that the Seraphims they have the knowledge of how to fight, like the originals. So Jinbei, he knows how to fight like the Jinbei Seraphim knows how to fight like Jinbei because of the lineage factor and the DNA and all that. So if Seraphim Doflamingo has like a version of the Ito Ito no Mi, oh man, that would be devastating. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. You know, that would be wild. That would be. And then Doflamingo already has the heat string, but Mason's Seraphim Lunarian, it will be stronger. You know, because of Lunarian fire properties. But yeah, it will be crazy. Yeah, yeah.
It's funny that it's Seraphim 4, because
Uh-huh.
I think this is the fourth Seraphim, right? That we've seen.
Let's see. Oh
Because
yeah,
there's
yeah.
Hancock, there's
Uh huh.
Mihawk, and I
Uh
think
huh.
Kuma, right?
Kuma, yeah. And this is and Jinbei is the fourth that we saw. Yeah, that we have seen so far. Yeah, yeah. Actually, that's a coincidence. Like Sanji says, the third option is just a coincidence. Um, in this case, I think it is a coincidence that you know, or maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe he just came out with the tank, or I don't know. This is
Seraphim
98.
number 4, and they went through 4 options. Oh.
The numbers. What do they mean? Actually, I don't know what meme is that from, but I know that's like a meme. The numbers. What do they mean? So the thing I was going to mention earlier, but I passed through. Not sure if you noticed, but Seraphim Jinbei, he has like something weird in his like arm. You seeing where I'm pointing at with the cursor?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and if I'm correct, we didn't notice that with the other Seraphims. So, assuming that Jinbei is the 98% Seraphim, maybe that's the percentage that he's missing, like for it to be complete. So maybe that's why he has like exposed I don't know, like exposed whatever that is. That part is exposed because I'm pretty sure Boa, neither Mihawk, neither Kuma Pretty sure we didn't saw that. So also they mentioned green blood. That the seraphim has like green blood, and the heartbeat is like beating 90 something. You know, like the heartbeat is like beating fast or whatever. So maybe that's like the green blood. You know, it's being exposed because it's not complete. Assuming, you know, Jinbei Seraphim is the 98% Seraphim. And not, you know, could be another Seraphim. What's the other thing on this? See what else? I don't think I have anything else to mention. Oh, I think the chapter was kind of straightforward, honestly. But yeah, we see the punks. We see a Seraphim flying against a Straw Hat. We'll see how strong it is compared to the Straw Hats. Also, you know, they were not going out either, but still, like I mentioned earlier, if the Seraphims are like Lunarians, you do need Conqueror's Hockey to hurt it. So yeah, they need a Zoro if that was the case. And then you know the last portion, of course, is the craziest part of the chapter, and can't wait for the next chapter to learn more. You know, I don't think Oda he's going to go deep. Do you think Ola's going to go deep next chapter?
Nah.
Nah.
That would be very unlike Oda.
But also, this endgame Oda. This is post Wano Oda. Remember?
I mean, the post Wano Oda didn't reveal what was Luffy's dream, so.
But that could be something that he's like waiting for that moment, the moment that his dream actually comes through. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Either I will not be surprised if we learn a decent amount of information, but I also will not be surprised if we learn nothing. So, I'm gonna be fine with either situation, but yeah. And also, maybe this is why the world government now they're going to kill Vegapunk. Maybe they realize that what he's making is actually part of the Boy Century. That's why they're going to kill him. I was theorizing with my brother that what if the original Vegapunk is actually from the Boy Century, and Toki sent him into the future, and now you know he changed his name or whatever, and you know now he's making everything that he knew from his time period, and it took now for the world government to realize, oh wait, he's actually making stuff from the past, so let's kill him, you know, for that way we could stop this, you know. Also, you know, they're planning on a great cleansing, so there's that too. So, I'm not like 100% confident on that theory, but could be a possibility. What do you think?
Not much. I have no opinions.
No opinions. Okay. But yeah. Actually, some people, I think it will be a cool idea that whenever we get the Boy Century flashback, which it looks like it could be the next chapter. I don't know, but whenever we get that flashback, Toki will be like very important, and then when the flashback ends, we see Toki going through several moments in time, you know, seeing various events, and then we go back to the present day. I'm like, oh yeah, that'll be a nice way to format that flashback. But yeah, some people pointed out that the robot right here, or the mecha, kind of looks like an ancient giant because of the horns. That's you know, I guess you know, like people are saying a mecha ancient giant, or it could be armor for ancient giant. This is like, now think about this, looks like a big giant sword right here. So it could be that. I don't know. I just can't wait to learn more, you know, about this. Also, this is a really good panel here too. You know, the light, yeah, the light hitting. You know, although he went hard on this panel right here with the light and all that. So we're going to keep this short because we have to do Hunter x Hunter as well. So I think that's all, right? It's a straightforward chapter.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. And we already gave our predictions too for next chapter. Hopefully, you know, hopefully we learn more information. I cannot see anything else happening really. But although he could throw us a curveball, no one was expecting Law versus Blackbeard, and that happened. So I don't know. Oda could do anything at this point, and we'll be okay with it. So before we go, give me your rankings of the punks, like from lowest to highest.
Lowest highest. Okay,
Yeah,
so
and it could be anything.
I think
Like it could be the sign or whatever. Just
I'm sticking with the sign. I'm
Okay,
sticking with
okay,
the sign.
okay. So
But you already know who's my number one.
yeah.
so
uh, uh.
so let's see. Obviously, Pythagoras.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
it's the lowest. Also,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
that mech armor thing. It looks goofy on him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Um,
Mhm.
let's see. I think like as much as I had to say it, like Allison would be fifth, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like it's cutesy, I guess,
Mhm. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
what carries it is the whole southern accent. Like,
Yeah. 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 Actually, my brother, when he first saw Edison, he thought Edison was a Tontala, but he's bigger. He's way bigger. He's way bigger than Tontala, but still, it's understandable. He's like a really small guy. So okay, so Edison is fifth.
oh yeah, yeah. Maybe 4 3 2. I think Lilith fourth.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised.
I mean, I don't like that bodysuit.
You don't
Like
like the
the
bodysuit?
I
Nah,
don't like the bodysuit.
nah, Lil. Wow. Well, hot take. Hot take. I was expecting Lilith.
I'm not a fan of the bodysuit. Like, no,
Okay, okay, okay,
like Seal Suit Samus pulls off way better.
okay. True. Yeah, true. But still, okay, okay.
It,
Uh,
it's it's way too plain for my taste.
it's too what?
Um,
It's way too what?
it's way too plain, way too
Okay,
bland.
okay, 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 okay. I
It
see
only
you. I
has
see you.
the number on her titty.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. If it wasn't for that, But I see you. I see you. I see you.
Um, number three, I think I'm going with York.
Really?
Yeah,
And Atlas is number two? Or
yeah,
do you?
I really like Atlas
Okay,
design.
yeah, it's cute, but okay, okay, I see you. Okay, okay, and York.
Like not attractive, but like I just like the design, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
half
yeah, yeah.
hair, uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, sheep girl, I guess. I really don't
And she has
like.
a.
I just
And
like
she.
that she's just big for no reason.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. She's like as big as Kylo according to Luffy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Also, she has a
yeah,
weird looking tail. Not sure if you noticed.
yeah, yeah. She has a tail too. Like that
Yeah.
isn't a sheep.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
not
like
sheep's.
it
Yeah,
curves and everything.
yeah, it's
I'm
weird. Yeah,
like, what's
yeah.
going on here?
Yeah. And then also,
So in
yeah,
number
okay.
one, of course,
Of
like
course.
in a distant number one,
Oh yeah, there's no
the Drip
competition.
Man himself,
Yeah,
Shaka.
Shaka
Oh,
Sulu. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so my list is similar to yours. So of course, number six, Pythagoras. Very disappointed. I don't know. I was hoping for something cool. I don't know. But yeah, I'm very disappointed. Pythagoras. I don't know, like, yeah. Um, now that I'm looking back at the design, Pythagoras and Edison, they both have the same Japanese word in their like clothing. He has whatever that means, and yeah, no, actually no, Pythagoras is different. Never mind, Pythagoras is different. But they both have they both have something written in their like
yeah,
yeah, they have, yeah. So Pythagoras number six, Edison number five. Um, like if it was like, let's say, personality, I think he will be up there. I think he will be higher if it was just personality.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's so funny. But and again, I kind of do like. Someone mentioned that he looks like a Pokemon. Randy Troy. He mentioned that he looks like the first evolution of Electabuzz.
Oh, Alaka, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. He kind of looks like that Pokemon, but yeah,
yeah. He looks like
still.
like he'd be straight from Mega Man.
Same. They all kind of do, honestly, in their own way. But yeah. So yeah, number 5, number 3. I mean, not number 3. Number 4. Will be. Am I missing anyone before I say this name? No, I don't think. Yeah. So number 4 will be Atlas. Like, yeah, I like her design. It's kind of cute, you know. And I kind of like the cutesiness of it, the half and half and everything that you mentioned. But like, yeah, come on now, Lilith and York, you know, it's just, yeah, it's too much. It's crazy. I guess, you know, it's very much horny. There's nothing else. There's no other reason. There's no other reason. You know, but
Yeah, you haven't. You didn't make this list with post not clarity, okay?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. But now this is gonna be the hard decision. I think number 3 is Lilith and number 2 is York. Like, going off from vibes and from what I've seen so far and their designs, that's gonna be like that. 3 Lilith and 2 York, and on number 1, obviously, Shaka. It just, I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna say Shaka as the number 1 when it comes to the sign.
Like Shaka is like a top 10, like when
Yeah,
design. Like you could argue for that.
Oh yeah, someone said, which it's kind of wild, but well, I'll tell you why I think it's wild. But someone said that Shaka is their favorite design in a long time. Right? And
really?
The reason why I say it's wild, because I'm like, in a long time, I'm like, I don't know,
how much is the long?
Yeah, that's the thing. The dude, whoever said that was like in a long time, you know, like it was a comment, so you know I couldn't tell how, you know, like, because if you say a long time, so you mean like a long time, you know, but
yeah.
So I couldn't tell what was you know, how the person meant it, but that what the person said, you know, in a long time. I'm like, well, that's crazy, because, you know, I don't know, like, I'm thinking like in Wano, Kaido had a really cool design, you know. It was simple but effective, you know. Same thing with
it's y'all.
Yeah. And thinking who else from, like, I guess from Wano. Alden, I really like this. I love the purple and orange that Alden was rocking. I really like that combination, and the white as well. It was really cool. Also simple but effective. I don't know. But I guess if you don't like the whole Japanese aesthetic, I guess it's understandable. I guess why we not like someone from Wano. Yamato, you know, of course. But ever since a little,
Yamato's design was pretty great. Like, say whatever about the character, you cannot deny the design.
Oh yeah, despite, you know, despite you know, about the character and all that, the design was really good. Yeah. Of course, I agree, strongly agree. Especially the art that you see on Twitter, you know. And then who else from Wano? I'm thinking, Sanji had a really cool drip. Wano, the like the wine red suit. Not sure if you've seen the anime or like colors, you know, how it's been colored, but you know, like, and the black gloves, like, really good drip, from Sanji. Then before Wano, what was Whole Cake? Katakuri.
Like,
I'm like, Katakuri. I'm like, so I'm like, how long ago is this guy talking about? Because if he says Katakuri, then okay, that's understandable, you know. I guess I will agree with whoever wrote that comment. Like, Katakuri is the top tier. Yeah. On the spot, go Katakuri or Shaka. On the spot.
Shaka.
Oh wow.
I'm biased.
Oh, you're biased. You're biased.
Yeah, I'm biased, man.
Well, I'm kind of biased too. I will say Katakuri. I'm kind of biased on Katakuri. But I have a Karakuri figure. Let me look at it really quick. Let me look at the Karakuri figure and let me compare Shaka.
I mean, this is just design, because we barely know anything about Shaka. Like,
yeah. I'm referring to
like,
just
so far,
design.
like, he seems like the stoic type, like the serious, like, no nonsense.
Yeah.
Like, and that could either be a boring archetype, or it could be like depending if he's an antagonist,
mm-hmm.
that could be great.
Oh yeah, very great.
it's all how this all plot would play out.
Yeah, yeah. Alright. I'm still saying Karakuri. I really love Karakuri's design. Like, yeah, Shaka is really cool with the caution, cautious, with the X and we could imagine his colors could be yellow or gold with some purple thrown in the mix. But it is Karakuri, man. I love his tattoos, the scarf, his hair. Also, pink is one of my favorite colors. His tattoo is pink. His jacket in the back, he has like a pink skull looking thing. It's just really cool. And the skull and the boots and all that. So yeah, I remember when Karakuri got into this. Oh man, that was crazy. Everyone was saying like, oh, he looks like a JoJo character. He looks like he's from a different series. And to this day, Karakuri, he's that guy. you know. But yeah. That's my list. That's Leo's list. That's everything. Yeah. So yeah, that's the video. And for the thumbnail, I would love to include everyone in the thumbnail. But Shaka being the main guy in the thumbnail. But let's see what I do. That would be too much
Just
work.
make
though.
the thumbnail Daft Punk album cover.
Oh, that would be funny. Actually, okay, I guess I will see what album covers they have, and then just to see if I could imitate the cover or something. But yeah, if not, I already told you just throw in everyone.
Oh, actually, you could make it how I don't know if you've seen the Get Lucky vid, but what they did for that vid was it's that the silhouettes playing the music were in front of a sunset, so you couldn't see anyone. You could only see the silhouettes, which would be cool for them.
Okay. Actually, that would be very nice, and that way it's not spoiler for the people who haven't. Yeah. Okay. I'll think about it. I actually haven't seen the video, so good thing you mentioned that for I could look it up and come up with an idea. So yeah. That's the video. Leave a like if you liked it. Dislike if you don't. Subscribe. Are you gonna say something though?
Oh yeah, hit the subscribe button. Just like what keeps this planet spinning. Like the force from the beginning. We've come too far to get up who we are.
I'm not sure what you're referencing.
Yeah, you'll find out.
I'll find out. I don't think
comment down below if you got it.
If you got it, I don't think I'm going to find out. I'm not going to find out. So
no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the audience.
No. That no, I know you're referring to the audience. I'm just saying I'm not going to find out. So I don't know. But yeah. All right. Do that. Comment if you get the reference. I don't get the reference. I'm assuming it's a song, right? Perhaps. Sounded like a song lyrics. So okay. Perhaps. So yeah, do that. See ya.